we just recently got our daughter's ears pierced. I did a few short videos because she plays with her ear a lot. Naturally, you know, she just got her ear pierced. And she's always messing with her ear anyway, you know. And so, cool. I don't know what happened. I really think it was my fault because, you know, when I put my daughter in the bath and everything, you know, she was, you know, I just kind of was messing with her ear too, making sure there was like no infection or anything like that. And, you know, she was cool about it. Everything was fine. Before I know it, you know, I go to put her to bed and lo and behold, I wake up in the middle of the night to check on her and her ear, you know, her earring is out, right? So cool, no big deal, you know. Well, actually, yeah, big deal, because now I have to put the earring back in her ear. And she literally just got her ear pierced less than a week ago. And now I gotta figure out a way to get her earring back in her ear. Fine. Now, here was the funny part. She was more upset with not having the earring in than me putting the earring back, surprisingly. I didn't think she was going to react that way. I was just thinking about how painful it is because she literally just got her ear pierced. But she was totally on board for it. And what that taught me is how girls think. Like, even as a baby, she's like, oh, this is so pretty. Like, the fact that she's conscious about her looks at the age of 1 just blew my mind, right? So I go to put her earring back in. No big deal. She goes back to sleep. Okay, fine. She wakes up in the morning. She wakes me up immediately because, again, her earring came out, right? I was like, okay. So I get up in the morning and then I just decide I'm just gonna stay up. I'm gonna stay up because every time this earring slips out, she's going to wake me up. So I might as well stay up. Cool. I decided to get some backs for her earrings off of Amazon. And I was just pretty much waiting for the sun to come up so that I could basically put the earrings in her ear. Fast forward, I decide that I am going to call the place where we got her ears pierced, making sure that I'm doing the right thing, right? Making sure that I'm not putting the wrong metals, because I know I have very sensitive skin, and if I put the wrong metals in my ear, my whole face will break out. I'm very sensitive. So I go, okay, let me call the place. Now, this lady picks up. I understand she works in sales, but this woman was trying to hustle me to high heaven. She goes, you know, I tell her what happened and she goes, oh, it's no big deal. It happens all the time, you know? So I'm like, all right, cool. She's basically like, but for the earrings you guys bought, since it's less than $100, we don't sell the backs for those earrings. I'm like, cool. Now, she doesn't know. I already have a solution. Like, I'm already set up. You know, I let her talk. She starts rattling all these numbers off. And she's like, yeah, I remember your husband came in and, you know, if you would have gotten this kind of earring, it would have cost that much. If you would have got that kind of earring, it would cost this much. And yeah, she tried to really, really handle me, right? Mind you, I got the backs for these earrings. Priority, overnight shipment. Around lunchtime, it's gonna be at my doorstep. Like $13, somewhere in there. This one was telling me I had to get earrings that was ranging anywhere between $130 to almost $200. And I'm sitting here like, whoa, like, I'm so glad that I took the time to do my research. And then it made me think about all the women who have daughters. I think getting her ear pierced was like $80 or something like that. I don't think a lot of moms just have like $100 laying around just for like an ear piercing. And I'm just speaking from, I don't know. I'm kept, so I just kind of have a different perspective. But the lady on the phone was trying to tell me, oh, you're gonna have to, you know, if you don't put the earring back in her ear, dying, she didn't know I put it back. It's gonna close up and you're gonna have to get it re-pierced and all this other stuff. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't let her rattle off all these figures. Oh, we can ship it first thing. Oh, it's gonna cost X amount of fees and all that other stuff. And like I said before, I could not stop thinking about women who don't know. Like, you can just get earring backs on Amazon. You can get whatever the metal is, silver, gold, and it costs less than $20. And it just made me think about how preditorial these places are that service children. They know for a fact, you know, it's their first rodeo. Like, they don't know what they're doing. And immediately they were like preying on me, right? And I guess me and my husband, we were talking a little too much. I mean, we were really excited. It was around the 4th of July, all that good stuff. We were taking the kids out. This was like our first like big family outing because we had our kids like back to back. So like after we had our son, I was tired and pregnant with our daughter, and then she was born in April. So then, you know, I wasn't on bed rest, but I was still going through like postpartum and stuff around the 4th of July last year. So this year we were all excited, and I'm starting to realize another thing too. People listen to what you talk about when you be like, oh, we're gonna go do this, and oh, we're gonna go do that. People remember you. I just realized, like, immediately this chick was trying to hustle me, and I felt like in her mind, she was like, you have the means, like, you can afford it. Like, all the stuff you and your husband were talking about doing, we're sure you guys got this. And just because we do doesn't mean we should, you know. But again, you know, I respect her hustle. You know, she was trying to make some money. It's so important that when you get your daughter's ears pierced, you invest in some earring backs. This is the original earring back that I misplaced. Hopefully this camera is cool. This here is the earring back that we actually pick up. Hopefully that camera, I don't know how my camera's doing. Bam! Hopefully that makes, now Jazz has a hold of them. Oh, didn't really think that through. The one that originally came with the earrings is significantly larger, right? This is bigger. I'm gonna try this again. So much bigger. And I noticed that the one that they gave us, they have a tendency to slip out. On the flip side, the ones that I bought from Amazon, they are kind of designed, I don't even think that's doing that justice. Anyway, they're kind of designed to not slip out. They're designed to actually hold a whole lot better. And one thing that I realized is that our daughter doesn't fidget. Like, Jess, she doesn't fidget, she doesn't do this, you know, it's not heavy on her ear. She would whine and whimper, she would kind of complain. Never had that issue with these. So I guess, you know, my main message, the takeaway here, is that I'm gonna have to find those earring back. Make sure you don't get hustled out here. People see that you have things and they see that you have kids, and they will try to take advantage of you, unfortunately, because something that could have cost me nearly $200, let's just be technical, would have cost my husband $200, did not have to cost that much. I'm gonna try this again. Ah, there we go. You see the difference there? Isn't that crazy? Look at this big bulky thing here. Oh, Jazz just adjusted the camera. Let me see if I can put it back. But like, you see how big that is compared to these two? It's kind of crazy, right? This thing was so heavy on her ear. It's heavy just pushing it, but these are better, much better quality. Yeah, I wanted to kind of share that with you guys because, yeah, they tried to hustle us. Like something that cost like less than $20 could have easily cost us $200.